Do you know why paying attention is important? When you focus on something, you harness your brain power and it makes you better at it. This focused attention allows you to complete tasks faster and make smarter decisions. And when you pay attention to your daily habits, such as waking up early or exercising, they become easier and contribute to your long-term success. According to a national survey of parents using 2022 data, an estimated 7 million US children aged 3 to 17 years have been diagnosed with ADHD. This statistic highlights that about 11.4% of children from this age group struggle with concentration. So, what is the biggest influence on this issue? Social media. In this video, there are 4 things I want to explore in depth: attention, focused work, decision making, and habits. If you don't know me, I'm Janardana, a second-year math student, and for the past 10 months, I've created over 370 videos. This success is a result of me focusing for hours every single day. Recently, I've been diving into research and conducting experiments on how to maintain focus for 4 hours. And I want you to take this seriously. It takes 4 hours every single day to change your life forever. It's about 70% of your time. So before we dive into the video, let me give you some context with these statistics. According to a study by Gloria Mark, it takes an average of 23 minutes and 15 seconds to refocus on a task after being interrupted. On average, people spend 2 hours and 27 minutes per day on social media, which adds up to more than 35 days per year. The global digital advertising market was valued at approximately 616 billion in 2022, largely driven by the competition for consumers' attention. Imagine needing at least 23 minutes to refocus on a task after being interrupted. Most people today might not realize how crucial it is to protect their attention. Spending on average 2.5 hours on social media every single day is a major distraction. It is because social media is designed to capture and keep our attention on their platform. And companies invest heavily in data scientists and psychologists to make their platforms even more engaging. Despite knowing this, we still find ourselves wasting more and more hours every single day on their platforms. And the first problem we need to solve is attention. Because no matter how motivated you are, if you're still getting distracted from social media, you won't make progress toward your goals in health, wealth, or relationships. Now, let's discuss the first principle to focus for 4 hours: focused work. You might be familiar with the concept of deep work. This is a state where you have a full concentration and attention on a single task. So for example, when I'm filming this YouTube video, I have to have a full amount of focus and attention. But then, if I randomly open up my phone and start going on social media, start scrolling, I get distracted. I don't have focus. I start multitasking. Focus work means dedicating yourself on a specific, just one task at a time. To make progress in business, for instance, you have to get things done every single day for years or even decades. Survey reveals employee productivity average 2 hours and 53 minutes a day. A study found that employees spend around 40 to 45 minutes daily on social media. Even top-level professionals keep getting distracted from social media. If you wonder why you're not making progress in your health, wealth, or relationships while you're scrolling through social media for hours, I want you to consider this. If you're productive for only 3 hours out of 8-hour work shift, that is roughly 37.5% of your day. Yet, 5% of your time is wasted on social media. This directly affects your ability to focus. So to improve productivity, you have to decide specific blocks of time of productive work or focused work. So for instance, if you decide to write your video script 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Focus solely on writing your script. Don't get distracted. Don't open up your phone and start engaging yourself on social media. Start scrolling for hours. Keep this in mind. Log out all distractions if you're not engaged in focused work. Even minor interruptions can break your flow. If you're constantly switching between tasks or listen to music while working, you won't achieve the same results while you work in silence. And you have to choose between maintaining focused work or keep getting distracted. The decision is yours, and I'm here to help you with that. And that is why the second principle to maintaining your focus for 4 hours is decision making. When we wake up in the morning, we start our morning routine. Let's say you're going to bathroom, getting dressed, or maybe meditating. Even these small tasks involve a high amount of mental bandwidth and decision making. And you might not notice the small choices you make throughout the day. Let's say what clothes to wear, where should I eat, and where to go. But these small decisions consume a significant amount of mental bandwidth and energy. 85% of business leaders have experienced this decision distress, regretting, feeling guilty about, or questioning a decision they made in the past year. Even top executives struggle with decision making. So if you find yourself experiencing brain fog at work, it could be because you've spent much of your energy at decision making before you doing your work. I've experienced this myself. Whenever I want to do deep work like filming this content, all I need to do is work. All I need to do is start. I don't need to make every single decisions. I need to start and stop wasting my mental bandwidth and energy. Because energy is limited. Once it's spent, it is hard to regain. And keep this in mind. Make your work the priority in the morning. And you might say, I can't wake up earlier. I need more rest. And the truth is, you just need to go to bed earlier and you're gonna wake up earlier. It is easy to make excuses because our brains are trained to make excuses. To focus for 4 hours, you have to wake up early in the morning and dedicate that 4 hours to meaningful work, because the difference between where you're now and where your ideal future self is decision making. You choose to work on your business. You choose to endure discomfort now rather than later. You choose to invest your energy in meaningful tasks. This is not rocket science. It's about building a habit of focus and meaningful work. And once you establish this habit, everything becomes more easier and manageable. And that is why the next principle to focus for 4 hours is habit. So I want you to imagine there are two versions of you. The first version of you is when you dedicate to work, making better decisions and continuous improvement. The second version of you is when you prefer to relax, scroll through social media and seek instant gratification. Without good habits in place, it is easy for you to choose the second version of you. And you might wonder why you're not making progress in your health, wealth, or even your relationships. It often boils down to effective habits. Among millions of habits that most people told you to do, meditating, read some books, or start a business, I found these 3 habits that enhance my focus: meditation, exercise, and fasting. By incorporating these 3 habits in your daily routine, you can shift from choosing instant gratification to make progress toward your goals. And keep this in mind. Establish and maintain these habits consistently because they are the foundation of long-term focus and success. Let's talk about meditation. When you wake up in the morning, your brain might not be ready to tackle the hard tasks. Meditation helps recalibrate your brain to a state of flow. And the truth is, it only takes 5 minutes for you to shift from your distracted state to this productive state. Not just productivity, meditation helps you on every single aspect of your life. It enhances patience and decision making. And personally, I found that starting my day with meditation before my deep work, I find myself easy to start work. But without meditation, it's hard for me and it is so challenging for me to focus, sit there for just 1 hour. But after meditating, I find myself working 1 hour or even 2 hours every single day easy, and I have a full amount of focus. And keep this in mind, integrate meditation into your morning routine to enhance your focus and productivity. Now, let's talk about exercise. Exercise is crucial. When you're not incorporating exercise to your day-to-day basis, it's like you drink a coffee without a caffeine. And after 2 years of going to the gym, I've realized that exercising helps me with focus and energy levels. I found myself energized throughout the day. I found myself motivated throughout the day. So if you find yourself unmotivated or struggling to focus, just go 20 minutes on a walk, because our bodies are designed to hit this physical activity. Without it, our brain cannot function at its best. Just do exercise at least 3 times per week. And this routine helps helps maintain your health physically and mentally. And keep this in mind. Make exercise a regular part of your routine to boost your energy and focus. And last but not least, let's talk about fasting. Our body have two main functions: digesting food for energy or use energy to do some activities. When you wake up in the morning, you have a high level of energy and your energy will decrease over time. By fasting, you reallocate this energy on meaningful work rather than digestion. For me, intermittent fasting, where I don't eat until noon, helps me with sharp and focus throughout the day, because it is better for me to slightly feeling hungry but I have a full month of focus and concentration than getting distracted while work. I have a full stomach. And keep this in mind. Try intermittent fasting and see how it affects your focus and productivity. I want you to do some experiments. I don't want you to just follow my advice and you feel like, yeah, it's waste of time, it's waste of energy. You have to adjust according what works best for you. At first, it may be challenging because you are overstimulated. But now that you are aware of the changes you need to make, it is time to take action and see how far you can go. And the fundamental principle of everything in life is focus. It's not just about productivity, but to improve every single aspect of your life. Even if you just follow one principle I mentioned in this video, you will be making at least 1% improvement after you watch this video. Remember, focus and simplicity can truly change your life. So let's keep these three principles in mind. Focus work. Block every distraction if you want to start focus work. Decision making. Your work should be your priority in the morning. Daily habits. Incorporate meditation, exercise, and fasting into your routine. Remember, taking action is important and crucial if you want to focus for 4 hours. And I hope this quote resonates with you. Focus and simplicity. Once you get there, you can move mountains. A quote from Steve Jobs. And if you're ready to build a personal brand on YouTube, you can click the first link in the description below. Get my free products link in the description below and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.